Hello, students. You're welcome. Okay, today we want to talk about conjugation of surds. Okay, how do we mean when we say conjugation of surd? Okay, now, in a surd to be conjugated, it's just about changing the sign. We have addition and subtraction. Supposing I have, let me say, a let me say root 5 minus 4 minus root 3. If you want to conjugate this, the conjugation of this will give you root 5 plus root 3. Okay, so if I have a root 3 minus root 2, okay, root b minus root c. So the conjugation of this will give you a root b plus root c. So this is what I meant about conjugation, just to change the sign. So now, in conjugation of sort, we are going to talk about if I have something like this, they say conjugate or evaluate, let me say 3 over 2 minus root 5. Okay, they say evaluate this. There's nothing much to do here. Instead, you should work on it based on what we've done. Remember, I said a minus root b. The conjugation of this will give you a plus root b. Now, and another thing you need to take note of is that the conjugation of surd, the product of the conjugation of surd and the surd itself will give you a real number. When you multiply the conjugation of surd and the surd itself, it gives you a real number. We'll still check to know how that will work. Now, if I have this now, solution to this, I'm going to have 3 over 2 minus root 5 should be equal to 3 over 2 minus 5, sorry, minus root 5 times, if I conjugate this, I'm going to have 2 plus root 5 over 2 plus root 5. What have I done now? I've conjugated and rationalized. Last time we did rationalization of surd. So when you conjugate, you also rationalize, because rationalization and surd division is still the same thing. So now, can we open the bracket based on what we've done? This times this will give us 6. This times this will give us 3 root 5 over this times this, okay? This times this will give us 4. Then this times this will give us plus 2 root 5. Then this one times this will give us minus 2 root 5. Then this times this, minus times plus is minus. Root 5 times root 5 is root 25. So what do we see here? We're going to have 6 plus 3 root 5 over, okay, this and this will go. 2 root 5 minus 2 root 5 is 0. So we are going to have 4 minus root 25. I think that will give us 6 plus 3 root 5 over this minus this. Root 25 is what? 5. 4 minus 5 is minus 1. So what do I have there? I'm going to have minus 1 dividing this will give us minus, open bracket, 6 plus 3 root 5. Okay. Now, but you are not going to leave it this way, since something can factor out. Okay. Something can come out. And what is that can come out? Or if you open direct, you have minus 6 minus 3 root 5. So if you factor out 3 out, you are going to have 3. The factor of this and this is 3. So if I bring out 3, I will have or if I bring out minus 3, I will have open bracket. This divided by this will also give you 2 minus root 5. I think that will be clear, because this times this will give you this minus, okay, this will be plus. Okay, that will be plus, so that minus times plus will give you minus. 3 times 1 is 3 and root 5. So this will be the answer to this very question. Okay, now all you need to do to know specifically here is the conjugation. Okay, conjugation. When you conjugate, you at the same time you'll be rationalizing, and when you rationalize, then you've gotten what you want. Okay, let's check. Can the product of this and the surd, what is the product of the surd? We said the product of surd and its conjugation will give us a real number. What is our surd? Okay, let's say we have a surd like this. Let's just say have a surd like 3 minus root 2. Okay, then if you conjugate this, we have what? 3 plus root 2. Okay, now can the product of this and this give us a real number? That's what we want to check. This times this, which means 3 minus root 2 multiplied by 3 plus root 2. Okay, now 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times root 2 is plus 3 root 2. Then this times this is minus 3 root 2. Then this times this will give us what? Root plus, okay, sorry, minus times plus is minus. Then this times this is root 4. Okay, now remember we say 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times root 2 is 3 root 2. Minus root 2 times 3 is minus 3 root 2. Then this times this give us this. Okay, that's correct. Now what do we do? 3 root 2 minus 3 root 2 is 0. So what we are going to have now is 9 minus root 4. And what is root 4? 2, which means 9 minus 2. And 9 minus 2 will give us what? 7. So 7 is a real number. 7 is a real number. So what do we have to say here now? That when you multiply the conjugation of surd with the surd itself, is going to give you a real number. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please do well to subscribe and share this video. Okay, see you at the next video. Good.